Hello Faith Church, welcome to Uganda, Africa. We're in the city of Etebbe. This is the home base for Asifiwe Ministries. This is an amazing ministry that helps children who live in poverty, children who are orphaned, children who have been brought out of some pretty difficult circumstances. And they're really here to give them hope, give them food, shelter, education, healthcare, and they're here to make a difference in their lives. Most importantly, they're here to help children know and understand the love of Jesus. And so if you want to come in with me, this is the home office here at Asifiwe Ministries, and we're going to check out and see what's going on inside. So as we enter the offices here, you'll notice a number of items over here on these shelves. We have cards here, and these are all kids represented by the ministry here that they support. They do take on children for monthly support. I think it's around $25 a month. They also make items here at Asifiwe Ministries, and they sell them, and they do this to help support the ministry here. So they bring in revenue and support a number of different ways, and this is a couple of the ways that they do that. So hello guys. How are you? They have quite a staff here of workers. Some help oversee the grounds and they're guards at the gates. Others are social workers. They meet with the children and help them assess their needs and work through some of the issues that they've grown up really struggling with. And so here we have a couple of... Hello Claudia, how are you? Good. We even have at Asifiwe Ministries here, they have an on-site chef. And this is Kathy. She's out here, if you can see her, she's out here getting lunch ready right now. And so they hire her to come and provide meals for the staff during the day. And they do all of their cooking outside over charcoal, so that's pretty cool. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to make our way into the back offices here and check out a little bit more about what the ministry does. So if you'll make your way back in here, we have Phoebe back here. And she is in the sewing room, and what they do is they make clothes and all kinds of garments and things, and they can sell them. But one of the cool things that they do is actually train some of the young girls here to do sewing so that they can earn a living as they grow up. And so this is one of the ministries here that Phoebe's involved with, so doing an amazing work. So thank you, Phoebe, for showing us your room here. We have over here the accounting room, and this is where the ladies crunch the numbers and track the money and do all of the accounting, so they're doing an awesome job here. And I want to introduce you to really the founders of Asifiwe Ministries. Here we have Julianne and Danica, and God burdened their hearts almost 4 years ago, right, to found Asifiwe Ministries. And we're going to take a little bit of time and just hear from them.
So Asifiwe came about physically in 2015 when we opened our first home with 8 children. But prior to that, I had come to Etebbe to help teach at a primary school, and there was a student that I was really concerned about, so I started investigating. He would come to class inconsistently, or he would be sleeping in class, and I wanted to know why. It didn't seem like he was rebellious or he was just bored. It seemed like there should be reasons behind that. So after looking into his story and the reasons behind that, I started realizing that he was tired in class, or he didn't come to class because he was working, to be able to have something to eat and for his siblings to have something to eat at home. And then investigating where does he live and realizing he basically lives in the rubbish area because the family couldn't afford a better place to live. I couldn't get that off my mind. I couldn't get that off my heart. And the Lord kept saying to me, you need to do something about this. You need to do something about this. Stop looking for someone else to do something about this. So bringing that story to Danica, and he had some other children he was also concerned about. We started praying and thinking and planning what could we do. So we decided to start the first children's home, and we opened it in May of 2015.
I lost my parents. My dad died when I was just born. My mother died when I was 6 years. So I was raised in a kind of a setting, and in that way, I saw what was given to me, and I pray that maybe one day I can give it to someone else. When I came to Calvary, working at Calvary, the first time I entered Calvary, I see this bunch of kids, and when I looked at them, but I saw one child, Olivia, who really spoke out to me, and we had the same story, and she was going through a hard situation. So I started helping with Olivia, and then that's when I met Juliana, and we prayed about it and to see what God can do. Yeah.
We chose the name Asifiwe because we really wanted a word that would have the whole ministry, the whole vision in one word. So the word we chose is Asifiwe, and it's a Swahili word that means praise. And we chose that because we wanted everything that's done through this ministry to bring God glory and to bring praise to His name. Because yes, we're physically doing things, but we can't do it without the Lord. We can't do it without the Holy Spirit. We can't do it without Him providing the finances and the funds. So everything that's done should bring glory to God. The children, when their lives are changed, when they've been pulled out of their situations, they can glorify God that He has done that for them. And that people that are listening, that are hearing their stories, that are getting involved, can also glorify God. Because we aren't doing very much if you take God out of the picture, and we just want God to be glorified through this whole ministry.
Our vision is to raise and nurture young men and women into godly and competent citizens that will rise up to change their societies that have been destroyed. Asifiwe is, we don't believe in a large orphanage, a large dormitory, or kind of putting kids in one area and then care for them, but we believe in family. So when we get these children, have a house mother. The house mother comes with her 2 children, or 3, and then we add on like 6, because we want to have a model of 8 kids in a house. So 8 kids in a house, there it's easy for a mom to have that attachment to the child and help them grow spiritually, help them grow the practical living of any other normal child.
So we have 4 family homes. We have House 1, where there is a mix of boys and girls. We have Mama Jane there doing a really great job taking care of them and raising them. Then we have House 2, which is there with Mama Alice, and she has a bunch of younger girls, a few older ones, but it's mostly our young girls between 3 and 7 years old. Then we have House 3, which is our teenage girls. We kind of put them together with Mama Rachel. She's so good at discipling and mentoring them and raising them up. And then we have House 4, which is right behind us, where we have a mix of boys and girls with Mama Aisha, and they live here. And each unit, each home is becoming a family unit. They are really getting connected with each other, and we encourage them to call the house mother their mom. And we encourage them to identify each person as their brother or their sister in the home, so that they really are feeling like they're part of a family. They're not just an orphan in a facility. They're part of a family here.
Yeah, just to have someone they can call mom. You know, some of them have not seen their real parents. So if they have this house mother that they can call mom, they can always tell their problems to. Much as the house mother also comes with a few problems, but through the counseling and the care that we work with, because we don't only deal with the children, but also the moms themselves. So we're able to raise up a family that can grow and glorify God. Yeah.
So then in this past year, we developed a new home, which is the baby home, where we have children from 0 up to 3 years, where they get just a little bit more intimate and personal care, and just the extra care that an infant needs, because throughout this year we've been getting cases of children that are very sick and need some more one-on-one care. So we have 3 ladies that live in the house full time, and then we have nannies that come on shifts in the daytime and the nighttime so that they can get as much care and attention that they need in those younger years.
We want them to grow in the Lord and growing to know that actually the Lord is their Father. So we partner with Calvary Chapel in Etebbe, so where our children go for Sunday services, for spiritual discipleship, and but then zeroing it down to the ministry itself, we have in the houses, like before they go to school, we encourage them for a family prayer. Before they go to bed, we encourage them to have a family prayer. And then as the ministry leaders, we have some time with them on a Saturday, and we sit with them, pray with them, encourage them. If they have a few questions, we can answer them. And also inviting other people who can come alongside with us and just spend some time with them. Like right now we have 2 guys, Midra and Robert, who are doing a great job in teaching these kids the Bible and spending more time, another time, because I can come as a father and at the same time I come and preach, but then when someone else comes in, and it adds more flavor to it.
There's many ways people can get involved. We have had so many people have been helping us, and the Lord has blessed us so much, and as we see Him growing the ministry, we do need more people to get involved and to help us move forward. So in the past, people have helped us. We have a child sponsorship program, and we've tried to make it simple for people so that they can afford it within their monthly budgets at home. So it's $25 a month to sponsor a child, and that helps us pay for their food, for the rent for the homes, for their clothing, for their medical care, and their education. So that $25 a month really helps us start getting all of those things covered.
And then there are people who just there to pray for us, to pray with us, and to support and encourage the kids. And writing letters with the kids, back and forth, communicating like Uncle John, writing and coming back. That is really good, and it also helps us.
My name is Moza Shadia.
Mine's Daniel Curley.
Mahoro Olivia.
Hello, my name is Narada Betty.
When I was 8 years old, my dad raped me until the age of 16, and no one
We never had some things like the necessity that I needed for school, for the daily living, for, let me say, everything that it needed.
I used to stay with my cousin sister because my parents had died and she was the only one staying with me.
My mother died immediately after giving birth to me, and since then I had nowhere to live, and I was just around like that. No one could take care of me.
people really thought that I was crazy or mad, and then I had to bear with the situation and I had to keep it inside of me until one time I went to church. I found two people who have really impacted my life up to today.
I joined the choir at Calvary Chapel, where Uncle Danica came and Aunt Julian and rescued me.
They helped me, they raised me. Now I go to school, I get food to eat, I have clothes to wear. I thank God for that.
They have helped me to grow spiritually. They have helped me to grow up in a good place. They have given me education, they are feeding me, they are giving me accommodation. I just send my appreciation to Uncle Danica, Auntie Sarah and Auntie Julian for the great work they are doing in us. Really, we are having everything that we need in our life. And considering what I was in the past, it wasn't such a good condition. But I praise God that at this moment I'm in a place that even someone can desire to be in. I can preach the love that God brought to us, the love that He showed to us.
God who has enabled me to be alive, He has a purpose for me.